Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Escort 2000. Nah, scrap that. I suck at intros. Welcome back everybody. Hi to all the new people viewing. Cringe. Yeah, so little video today. I'm going to be doing my turbo tomorrow. So in preparation, I'm going to fit these DT connectors. Don't know if you've ever seen them before. They're going to speed the process up rather than me hardwiring my rad fans in. Because I got one for switch and these here, one for thermostat. I'd rather now just disconnect them easier, drop a rad with them on. And then, yeah, just me looking and thinking. And then it'll just be quicker. It's plug and play, isn't it? Rather than crimping wires and all that kind of stuff. Let's get that done. If you remember the last video, I've done a wheel refurb on my Audi TT. Looked fantastic. I'll put a few little clips up now, and if you haven't seen the video, go back and watch it. I just had a thumbs up off Sanders on the garage. Told me top job, so I'm feeling proud. I'll show you that now. It's awfully wet outside, so I'm gonna get soaked. Right, so these DT connectors, that's what they are. This is what they are. Big shout out to the guys on the Home Built Turbo Facebook page. I think it's run by Roger out. If you don't know who Roger is, go and check out his Series 2 red Escort Turbo on his channel. Phenomenal, what a build, absolutely animal. And he loves to put his foot down, proper crazy. So I'm going to fit them now, cut the wire, splice them, etc. Show you a bit of a speed up clip of that. But yeah, and then ready then to get a car up in the air, drop a rad down, a rad pack, etc. And then I'm in a position then to do a turbo tomorrow. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside though, it's hanging. Firstly, remove this giant, enormous K&N Group A or Group N Cosworth Escort air filter. It's fucking huge, look at the size of that. So after splicing the wires and cutting them, we use these into this, and then I'll show you what happens next. Don't underestimate these little clips. If it's the first time you've ever done them, they're not hard, they're just tedious. It's one done by here. I'll show you when they're done. Right, quick moment of truth. Battery's wired back up, and let's switch the fan on. It's working. Let's check polarity. Right, so this should be sucking. Let's see. Yep, that works. Happy days. Right, so nice and neat that is. I'm going to use some of this fabric like shroud tape and stuff now. Tidy this up. But yeah, I think that's a winner. So we got the two clips for the inside and outside fan. That's going to make it easier for me tomorrow now to put it all back. Little job in between now. I've taken the catch can off, and it's been on here for 2 years. It's probably about an inch deep, and look at all that yuck. It looks like potentially a gasket, doesn't it? If anybody who would look at creamy water and oil and stuff, but if you know what a catch can does, it's not. It's moisture in there, that's all. We're just checking there now just so I can reassure you guys. Hold on, let me put this down. Right. If you look on the inside of here and check a lipstick, that's lovely, that is. There's no water in there. I'll show you there. Look, that's just perfect oil. So yeah, always empty your catch can, because it's just moisture. It's from the pressure and the overflow from the rocker. Right, so that's the catch can emptied. As you can see, if you look down in the gearbox, that's all the yucky oil. That's the Scorpio manifold. You'll see the flange tomorrow and the turbo when I do the swap out. Boost doors down here, slimline fan, additional fan behind, different injectors and stuff. A lot of people have asked about the turbo conversion, so I'll try and go through a bit more in detail tomorrow. just spoke to one of the boys now about potentially getting caps for your covers. I don't know though, because I want to do this black, so I might just do them black too. Chrome's not really my thing. I'm going to put some heat wrap on here because it's done diamond white, just to make it look a bit better if you ever have potential photos of a car. But yeah, not a real Cosworth. Goes like one, no? Good morning. It's wet and it's hanging out. Car's up the garage and turned around. Take the pressure out of here. And you look down there. So as you can see, let's drain the radiator in readiness. Right, I'm going to leave that drain and I'm going to get my breakfast. Okay, so there's the rad off. Car's up in the air. And now we have full access to turbo. You take this inline oil off, take the turbo off itself. It's a bit of oil around there. So, yeah. And line these up, drop the turbo down with this still on because as you can see there's no room next to the alternator over there. Take your oil drain off, tap that off, and we're laughing. I say we're laughing, if you was watching me do this job you'd be laughing. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but it's just so tight. Right then, so downpipe turbo is off the car. There she is. Shouldn't damage anything. There's a few bits on here now because the reason we need to swap out, we need to swap this out. The custom mount which is made for the actuator. Don't forget you've got to disconnect the lambda sensor, etc. and take this off. So, the moment of truth. New turbo, no play. Old turbo. Don't know if you can hear that. Hold on. Loads of play in there. It's under 2 years old. To be honest, I should be chasing up, but I want to keep this unit because they're common for cracking here, and I want to keep the unit and rebuild myself. Also, if you look, the angle's different, so that's got to be twisted too. And to do that, it's a long nose special pliers in here and then just twist it. Right, finally, after drilling through my thumb, I have managed to reinstall and put everything back on which needs to be on the new unit.
One eternity later.
There we go, at long last, there's the new turbo fitted. You can see how tight it is if you look down here, where the actuator touches the gearbox. It's super tight. Right, so quick check in. Cup of tea in the snap-on mug. Everything, oil lines, etc. all plumbed back in. Lambda set, well, AFR is plumbed back in, exhaust back on. One thing to watch out for is make sure that you put a little bit of oil in the turbo in your inline to it, so you don't be turning the car over in oil. And when you do the AFR and stuff, make sure, because you pull the exhaust system down, there's nothing dangling down that's going to hit like a melt or spin on drive shafts. Simple things like that, but normally overlooked. And there we have it. It's all back together. Filters on. The new switches are on. Sorry, connectors are on for the rads under, not the rad. What am I on about? For the radiators. Need to put some coolant in now, and then prime it, and then hopefully get it started. Here we are, quick starter. Don't forget it is freezing cold at the moment, so that's just condensation. Leading the system now, no dramas. Some cars at temperature, so about 74 degrees or 38 degrees. I've chucked that sniff test on just on the safe side, so $9 over thinks. Still nice and blue. Car is pushing those there out in a minute. It has got an airlock. Oh yeah, it might be green by now or yellow anyhow. Leave it on for a few more minutes. Yeah, that's blue. No head gasket failure. Winning. Right then, new turbo on and road test. Am I nervous? Obviously. It's absolutely levering down. So we have no issues. Temperature's all good anyway. We'll see now. Sounds like it's coming on boost a bit too fast. A bit whistly.
Hours later.
Right, the car's in back up in the air. I've scalded the hands. I've got underneath it. I've adjusted the actuator. Still a bit sucky. I don't know. Maybe when the boost doors are loose, I'll have to go through them again. But yeah, it's not smoking. Temperatures are good, and it's holding its own. The weather's absolutely atrocious out. Missing a little bit there. Oh, the joys. Take number 2. Seems to be still sucky noise a little bit, but it's driving okay. I don't know. I'm going to take the turbo back off and completely reset the actuator because I can't check it otherwise, because I can't get the downpipe off. Connects, it's next to the alternator. No, I'm happy it's not smoking. Car seems okay. It's boosting. It's not about the power, is it? To me, this car is just about the looks for me, so I'll take that. And yeah, it goes right. Sounds good. Let's give it one more antisocial Asbol boost. Just to check it's all good. Yeah, we're all good, I'll take that. Let's just get home now and make sure it's not smoking. And I got lunch now as well. I'll have to drive a car off. Should have used my GoPro first, to be honest. But yeah, that's a turbo swap out on the Rs2000. Let's hope there's no issues. Right then, let's check for exhaust smoke. We have a result. Yes, and that's my bad pump. I'll show you later. Car is absolutely soaking, so you have to give it a dry off. Even though this cloth is towel, is equally as wet because the doors have been open in the garage. I'll have to do this with 2 hands, guys. But yeah, I'll have to dry this off now. Otherwise, it will rot, won't it? It's a Ford after all. Look at that beading, bro. It's not even clean. Yeah, it's a little bit drier. And whilst doing the car, you've seen this now, you can't really see it. No, it's not focused. But all that's lifted, and I managed to drill through my thumb. Oh well. That'll teach me. Should be using a vice or wearing gloves. Oops. You know the thermostat just kicked in now, which is good news. So the additional fan, which is wired up to this car's standard thermostat, is working. Excellent. So I have the one on ECU, which is also overridden by a switch if need be, and I have that one. So keep it cool. But yeah, the car temperature's good. It's not smoking. Bit of a success. I run the fact that I did alter the actuator and then put it back. I thought because the bracket I've made was a little bit different on the new turbo, but lesson learned, just leave it be. But yeah, I'm happy. I can drive around now and enjoy the car without having to park up and it's smoking. In terms of that little bit of a sucky noise, I'm not really sure what it is. If anybody does know, please reach out and let me know. It's just when you come on boosters, but here where before is a bit more lag, so that's what makes me think the actuator's not set right. What's your thoughts? Or maybe it has a boost leak. But if I do tend to have a boost leak in the past, it flies up and then it won't hold the boost, it'll drop back down. It's not actually doing that. But anyhow, like I said, cheers, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in that show this year hopefully.